I want to show you how to learn a new song fast and create great guitar parts that make sense for your band. So I'm walking you through a process today of a song that I've never heard before. It's Josh Baldwin's Crowns Down. In the first step of this process, we drew a shape. We made a prediction that our shape was going to look like this, the common modern worship dynamic path shape. And oh my goodness, was that the case? And now in step 2, we're going to take a look at the chords of this song and we're going to run the numbers. And just like last time, we're going to make some predictions. And we're going to do this whole next step still without touching our guitar. So let's jump into the chords. Now, if you want to use the same sheet I'm using, you can get this from my Simple Chords for Worship PDF. And I want to highlight this area right here. Most modern worship songs are in one of 12 major keys. A very important question we need to ask when we go into a song is, what is the key? If you don't understand the principle of key, well then chord progressions are just pure randomness. And it becomes very difficult to discern patterns in the song. Up here, we want to figure out what is the key of this song, and is this a key that we want to play in? Is there potentially a better key that we could capo and play? Now, I'm going to run some techniques that don't require a capo. So we don't know yet if we will actually use a capo at the end of this. But if we do, we're going to transpose this and put it down here. Now, in modern worship music, this 7 chord, this diminished chord, is rarely used. The big ones are 1, 4, 5, and 6. If you've seen my videos, you're maybe tired of me saying this. 95% of the time, the chords in our song are going to be the 1, 4, 5, and 6. So that's our prediction in this step number 2, is we're going to assume that whatever key we're given, we're going to be playing the 1, 4, 5, and 6 most of the time. So now let's check the chord chart and see where we're at. If your band leader doesn't give you a chord chart, you need to ask for one, especially one that's in the key that your church is doing it in. But in this situation, let's say that our band leader didn't do that. They gave us the original key of the song. And let's say that we didn't have all this information at the top. We didn't know what key it's in. And we have to figure out for ourselves what key we're in. Well, this isn't very hard to do. So this is the first thing we're going to do if we want to know what key we're in. We want to identify all the major chords in our song. And I see a B flat and an E flat. Let's see if there's another one in here. And here we have an F. So we have a B flat major, an E flat major, and an F major. Now here's the rule. To quickly find the key of our song, find the 2 major chords that are a whole step apart from each other. Now, why would we do that? Notice over here in our key, the majors are in the 1, 4, and 5 position. The minors are in the 2, 3, and 6 position. So our B flat, E flat, and F are going to go. One of the chords is going to go here, and the other 2 are going to go here. So these right here, 4 and 5, are next to each other in the musical alphabet. They're one whole step apart from each other. Now, out of B flat, E flat, and F, E flat and F, which 2 are next to each other in the musical alphabet? Which 2 letters, I should say, are next to each other in the alphabet? E flat and F. These are a whole step apart from each other, which means E flat is our 4, F is our 5 chord, and this means B flat is our key. So let's place our minor chords now. We have a C minor, here's a G minor 7. See if we have any others. And I don't see any. Now that we've placed our 1, 4, and 5 chord, it's easy to know where our minor chords would go. We just, again, kind of follow the alphabet. We had a C minor 7. Which letter is next to C in the alphabet? What comes before C? Well, a B flat does. We go up a whole step, and this is our C minor position. The C minor in this song is the 2 chord. And then we had a G minor 7, and as you can guess, to follow the alphabet, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So we go right here. Okay, so now we have the key of our original song, the recording we just listened to. But remember, our worship leader wants to do this in A, not B flat. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to come down, and this is the actual key we're doing it in. I'm going to cross out capo for now. To transpose these chords here to the key of A, we just need to know the distance from B flat to A. Every note up is a half step. So B flat to A is a half step down. So we're going to take every chord here and take it down 1/2 step. 1/2 step below C is our B minor. 1/2 below D is our C sharp minor. The A is a sharp key. Half step below E flat is a D. Below F is an E. and then we have F sharp minor. Now the key of A is an open key. We can use a lot of open strings to play our chords. And later we'll talk about whether or not we're going to use voicings in the key of A, whether or not we're going to use a capo, are we going to use triads, are we going to use some other technique. We'll dig into that later, but for now, we have our chords for the key of A. And that right there is step 2. When we go to our chord chart, I don't want to see a bunch of random chords, I want to see numbers. And so in the key of B flat, well, this was our 1 chord, E flat is our 4, let's see, C minor 7 was our 2, and then later in the song we see those other chords. This is going to be very important when we start using rule-based techniques and when we want a capo and we have to be thinking in multiple keys. So we've gone through step 1, we've drawn a shape, we've gone through step 2 where we've run the numbers, and now we're going to head into step 3 where we build the box.